And off we go from Denver. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here, Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Broncos at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Fourth down. Here's Wilson fighting to stay upright. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Herbert now. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play, and who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
14, got it. Easy, check.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go, 14. Let's go double count right here, double count.
To throw again is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
What is this?
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's brought down. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Williams. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has it out for the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. 4th down. Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Setting up to throw on 1st down. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Herbert.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10 now. Wilson out to his left. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Wilson will throw again.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 33 yards.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus this now to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Whether it's offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try to make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And Allen's got it.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth.
A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. It's Eckler again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Up the middle with Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
He's got him in, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 45-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. That's complete right around the 8. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
Edmonds will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a third and goal situation.
Edmonds again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Given 3 on first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run with Mostert off the option. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, he got it done.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
and that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Almost special! Almost special! 36 power. 12.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
when you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last shot for Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
What a change in this ball game.